Hey YouTube, this is Rescue Amusement Park Fan 62. Six Flags has a problem. Six Flags CEO, I'm not going to even say his name because I don't know how to say it, has come out and said they're not going to do any investment for the next 2 to 3 years. And that to me is a big red flag because in order for these parks to stay relevant, they need to put investments in. Now, I'm not talking about them spending, like $20 million on a brand new roller coaster or anything. But why not work with some of the manufacturers Six Flags deals with and get like a very good deal on buying attractions? I mean, like Zamperla, S&S, and all them. And the other thing that he has done as well is at a lot of parks cut their hours as well as stuff like, for example, with Six Flags St. Louis, he cut Holiday in the Park. So now it's basically Fright Fest and then they close. And especially for parks like Six Flags St. Louis, not putting any investment in is going to hurt them badly than they already are. Six Flags St. Louis just put in Catwoman's Whip this year. And while that's nothing major, at least it's something new for them. But then when you compare it to parks like Worlds of Fun or Silver Dollar City, which is like a couple hours away, that's going to hurt them. Now, for parks like Magic Mountain, for example, I understand not putting anything in because you just put a roller coaster in there. So that I completely understand. But for some parks, you need to start putting stuff in to get people through the gates. He has raised prices throughout the park as well as raised season passes, but kept basically the parks the same. Unfortunately, that's not how you get people through those gates. And with the amusement industry so competitive, especially in certain areas, that's going to hurt them. You'll get locals, but the problem with that is that typically with locals, they will have the season pass. They will, have like the drink plan, the food plan, whatever. And when they go to these parks, other than maybe playing the games or something, they're not going to spend a single cent. Where when you have parks like Dollywood, Silver Dollar City, Carowinds, Cedar Point, and all them, they get a lot of tourists that come through. So now out of tourists that come, maybe a third to a quarter may have Cedar Fair passes or something like that. And that is fine. But the problem that you're going to face is that by not putting additions into the park, you're only going to have their parks go down more than they are. So a park like Six Flags St. Louis, it could potentially be on the verge of something like a Michigan's Adventure, a Valley Fair, something like that. And Six Flags St. Louis, as a park itself, is not that bad of a park. But the problem with it is the company, Six Flags, does not put investment into the park to make it more than it could be. And so for parks like Six Flags St. Louis, Six Flags Great Escape, and all them, those parks could potentially be in trouble. Maybe not right now, maybe not next year, maybe not 2 years from now, but down the line. As far as maybe attendance, just general maintenance, um, rides shutting down, which reminds me, um, go watch Theme Park Predictions video on this. Um, he said in that apparently Six Flags America is shutting down like two sections. One was a kids section, another one had rides like their Vekoma SLC in it. Now, while I don't think people are not going to, I think while people are going to be happy the SLC is down for the rest of the season, the problem with that is you're eliminating rides that people can still ride through the end of this month, all of September, Fright Fest. I don't know if they're open for winter holiday in the park or not. But that is the sort of thing that you're looking at while still charging people for people who come for like a 1 day visit, for example, full price. That's going to leave a bad taste in their mouth because you're getting charged whatever for stuff that does not work or not running. Look at Cedar Fair. They announced that several parks in the chain are getting something next year. Worlds of Fun is getting a new coaster. Carowinds is having a whole new section revamped. Cedar Point is getting basically a whole new area revamped. Great America, California's Great America, they're adding a scrambler. But the problem with that is this. The closest Six Flags to Cedar Point, for example, is Great America. The closest to California's Great America is Discovery Kingdom. Closest to Worlds of Fun is Six Flags St. Louis. And the what do all those have in common? They all have a Six Flags within an hour or two of the Cedar Fair Park. And it's not right for Six Flags to go backwards while Cedar Fair is going forwards. Now, while Cedar Fair is not adding a $20 million giga coaster to a park, they're still investing in the parks in different ways. Now, I'm going to do another video on other parks versus Six Flags on what they're doing. Now, I'm not going to get every park on what they're doing, which is fine, but you will get the picture of it.